Alright, greetings and salutations! My name is Comic Fire, and welcome back for more Shin Megami Tensei Digital Devil Saga 2! In the last episode, we defeated Bat and Mick again. Which I really feel like Mick was one of my favorite characters, to be honest. He was just an unapologetic douche. Now, if you talk to that member of the Solids back in Digital Devil Saga 1, you could talk to Amelia, who would give you a lotus flower. And some people think that you have to keep the lotus flower around to be able to get the Soma from James there, but you don't, because I sold it immediately. And it helped me out immensely. Now, I warped up to the surface again to sell off some flowers. Or plants in general. The flower of heaven. And a symbol of peace. As well as almost over $500,000. And now I'm back. I just wanted to show you how much you could sell the olive branches for, mostly. Now, in this area, you can only use or go into human form. Meaning you're stuck with your bullets. Meaning, at best, you're gonna have a Magatama, a Gospel, and if you just did nothing but level grind enough to get enough money to get a second Gospel, you're probably strong enough to survive just running away. And this is a shield ring, which I believe gives you repel physical. Or repel attack. I think it's repel physical. I'm not entirely honest, for like a turn. Auto physical repel, yep. It's not a good ring. I wouldn't recommend using it. There are better rings that you can do. I just love Prana Beam. The assault rifle is crap, but and submachine gun can be good. Why did I leave this in? I guess I just wanted to show off one battle. I love the little pose Seraph does. I think it's adorable. It's like, Hacha! And then our Habaki comes in to ruin the fun. Our Habaki is a really scary demon. Though I believe I've already expressed my displeasure with its existence in my LP of DDS1. It's also the reason I love Cocytus so much. It's super weak to it. Well, it's just weak to ice spells in general, and the freeze from it, just makes dealing with our Habaki very simple. I wholeheartedly recommend getting Cocytus as fast as you can because of it. I believe it's from Esoteric 7. Either 7 or 8. And there's the quickest way out. As well as getting the shield ring. But no, that's not the end of the 5th layer, far from it. Actually, no, if you know exactly where you're going, this next part is very, very short. Of course, I'm gonna take you for a ride, because the guide I follow likes to be stupid. Well, no, this one was just trying to get me every item. And in addition to this one is unfair. I can get things are always demons here, but... you want to go through the first one, but, you know, stick around for the ride. These are basically just one-way doors. The red ones you can go through, the blue ones are... the blue ones means that's like the exit of the one-way door. If I turned around, you'd see a blue one. I don't really like the music in the sun. But in battle here, you get one less turn icon, but the enemies still get all their turn icons. Figure I might as well use these now. Make those Zeodines more powerful. Like, I don't know. Shouldn't, like, guides have, like, an option for, like, if you want to get through... I guess it's up to the person who writes it, but, like, here's the path if you want to just get through the dungeon. Here's the path if you want to get all the items. And I know I could circumvent that problem by just writing a guide myself, but that doesn't do me any good when I'm, just trying to get through things quickly. I want the experience to be as smooth for the viewer as possible, but that's not always possible when the entire game is based on puzzles that you don't always have the immediate answer to. And here's a new enemy. This is Cert. They are surprisingly weak, or not surprisingly, weak to ice. And again, they're not immune to physical, and for some reason I thought they would be. I want to say they can use Trisagion, but I'm not going to say that for sure. I can look that up now, though, because I have the wiki next to me. They get Demon Rage, Agidine, Marachidine, Explode, Enervate, and Psycho Rage. Jeez. We should not be giving random encounters Psycho Rage. And of course, Cert is popular. I believe he's in a lot of these games, yeah. And he always gets really cool skills. Always fire, but he's got like usually the strongest fire type spells in the game. Like Ragnarok and pretty much all the Persona games he's in. Except in Persona 2 where Ragnarok did not appear to be a thing. White Lotus Flame in Majin Tensei 2. Which is the same as Agilao. Alright, whatever. Cert's basic attack is uniquely fire mental based on a strength stat and can steal critical hit in Nocturne. That's really cool. I love when just like some demons or like just recruits in a game where you, like the whole thing is based on recruiting like demons and whatnot, or Pokemon or whatnot. But there isn't anything like that in Pokemon, really. Just like when their attacks, like they have something unique about them. Like let's say I'm playing Dragon Quest Monsters Joker 2 right now. And most enemies, when they attack, it's just, you know, one attack. Or I could have this one monster that, when he attacks, it does 2 slightly weaker hits that each have their own chance to critical. Like, that's really cool. And I know the Falcon Knife Earrings in Dragon Warrior 4 also did the same thing. Or just the Falcon Blade in general in the Dragon Quest series. I friggin' hate Kingu. It's so damn bulky, and anything that gets 2 icons that isn't me needs to just stop. Of course, I hate how things like Rage, Psycho Rage, and Beast Eye and Dragon Eye, being doing the same thing, just in other games, are always enemy exclusive. The only time it wasn't was in... The only time to my knowledge... Well, the only times, I should say, were the Impel Stone in this game. And... Guardian Eye in Shin Megami Tensei 4, but... That gave you 3 of them, or 3 blinking turn icons for 255 MP. And by the time you got it, you had to beat the ultimate super boss to get it, who was DLC for some reason, because Index Corporation's roots into their life. But after you beat that, there's nothing to use it on. So you fuse the perfect demon, and it's like, for what, you know? And again, it's just New Game Plus, but in New Game Plus, if you're using Guardian Eye, you're overpowered. We're going to be coming back to that door much, much, much later. And by much, much, much later, I mean this is the 25th episode. The grand finale. And the episode before it. We are coming up on the end of the dungeon, after all. Oh, hey. What a cuddly demon. With the Embryon's collar right in the middle of it. I feel like Ravana is a lot tougher this time around. Because he gets some scary skills. Fortunately, none of that invisibility phase, but... Get some wicked powerful physical skills. He's gonna get the ability to repel all magic. He's still got infinite wind. I'm sure people must have been terrified of Ravana in 2DS1, like... He wiped out a good portion of his own force. But how do you think they felt when he's just looking at that big cuddly demon who just slowly pulls out his like little fingernail switchblade? And wow, we almost dealt over 2,000 damage. Boy, if we had Argilla here, we'd be in a... just a world of shit. Don't know why I did that. Now, despite what he says, he's not immune to physical attacks. He just resists them to an incredible degree. Of course, if he was smart, he just would have spammed Infinite Wind over and over again, but... And, like, what kind of repel pose is that? It's like, alright, I'll give up. But that's the trick to this part. You want to try to catch him with whatever, like drain his Meteodines or repel his Infinite Winds. So he doesn't just set up a repel shield and you have to deal with your piddly attacks not working. And debilitate and get yourself all charged up. I don't know if I had a charge at this point. Like, I don't mean like Mind Charge or Power Charge. I'm talking, if someone has Mind Charge and someone else has, if someone has Mind Charge and someone else has a Kaja spell. That's what I mean. And it acts like, you played the other games where Luster Candy was a thing. It's basically like a reverse debilitate for your party. It buffs all of your skills. And it's a really good skill. But that's what this fight becomes. It's trying to just catch him. And sometimes you get shitty luck with that. Also, he's not stupid. Boy, he really played a ballsy game here. Poor guy. Then when he whips out the Psycho Rage, the fun begins! Of course, I wish he'd done an Infinite Wind there, and he probably would have blown himself sky high. But I guess that's why they give us magic mirrors. I don't know what triggers him to use Psycho Rage compared to regular Rage, but... Holy crap. Also, he can inflict Hunger. He doesn't use Hunger Wave in this fight. The Mad status does not exist in this game. So if you use a Codebreaker or some other cheat to get all the skills, you'll see that the Song of Grace is still in the game, which is existing to cure the Mad status. Anyway, that's Ravana. Not the scariest demon in the world, but... Psycho Rage is scary to see on anyone. And that's a Lotus Seed, which gives you the most money out of all the plants. I believe at rank 7, it gives you $400,000 a pop. Which, if someone gave me that much money for a single seed of any plant, I would grow that flower like no one's business. And ruin the seed market forever, because I wanted my $400,000 times however many flowers I get through a single lotus. I wonder if you can grow lotuses. I wonder what kind of weather they require. Anyway, I'm going to end the episode here, so I'll see you guys next time.